Hello, welcome back to Texas 2A Video. I'm going to talk about the Taurus G3 today. It's one of their latest and greatest things. It's a very budget-friendly pistol. I've dumped one magazine through it just to see what it would do. I have not lubricated this at all, so we're going to run it dry as is. This is their latest addition to semi-automatics. They do make a compact model as well as the full size like this. It comes with a 15 round magazine and a 17 round magazine. 15 round does sit flush, and the 17 round does have an extension so that it does give you a little extra grip down here and take up that space for the extra 2 rounds. And if you want to compare it to something like my everyday carry Glock 19, you can see size wise they're pretty close. Line up barrel to barrel, end to end. Does have a longer grip, but overall barrel length is the same. So you can see right there at the bottom is a little bit more grip down there. So interestingly enough, magazines for the two are even longer. So you can see 15 round Glock magazine next to this does have a little more length for the Taurus. So not sure what the thought process was on that. It is a thinner magazine, so if you couldn't see before, the side by side, the Taurus, it is a thinner mag. Good thing about these mags, they are Metgar mags, and they're notorious for being pretty good in my experience. So it's shot at one time, no cleaning, no lubrication. So we're going to see what it does on film for you guys. I'm going to be running some hand loads through it, but I can say right now, so far, when you feel this thing, the trigger take up is pretty long before you hit that wall, and then brake, reset is not bad, but it does have multiple strike capability. So when you get your Glock, you got very little travel to the wall, brake, and then reset, and that's it. There is no second strike. So they are both semi-automatic, both 9mm, but there's differences. Like I said, this thing will keep resetting. Don't know how I can simulate that with maybe a round that's in there. It doesn't go off. These are hand loads, as I mentioned. Only have the 2 magazines, so I'm about to see how it works. And I've actually not tried to shoot anything with it, so this is kind of your first actual impacts on film. Let's see. It hits where I point. Let's stretch it out to the 100-yard mark, shall we? Oh my. Looks like I might have had a hand load fail. Well, I don't want to blame that on the gun, because it was a hand load. But she's gone. Let's try it again. So I don't think that's a gun issue. I'm going to run some factory load ammo next, because this ammo has been stuff that was my first 9mm loads ever. I'm just kind of trying to burn through it, so let it be a representative to the firearm itself. It does have a loaded chamber indicator if you wanted to know. Otherwise, there's nothing hanging out the back like a Springfield will usually have that pin hanging out the back or something. So, all right, try the 100 yards again. Alright, if I hold it a little high, I don't know if you can hear it, because my camera likes to, come in and out of sound between shots, but if I can replicate that again. I'm having to do like about a 1.5 to 2 foot hold over the target for this to land. which is interesting because I did play around with the Hellcat after I did that review that is on the channel, and I was holding pretty dead nuts on and that thing was making contact. So different animal, different price. This was $279 through those guys right there. Probably find it cheaper, I don't know. Alright, lock back. Last round did hold. Now let's try the 17 round mag. And these things are such shit rounds. They're flat nose. These are stuff that I got, and I'm just trying to burn through it because they choke up in sub guns. They choke up in freaking everything, it seems. Well, okay, most of my handguns don't choke with this stuff. All right, that dropped. Let's see here. All right, so she's empty. Load up some of these here old bomb ass factory loads here. Some of these were stupid, and some of my other guns, these factory loads, the projectile, these are round ball ammo, and the ammunition balled in so far that your normal ammunition works fine, but this set I have a mixed bag. Some of it tapers out short, and unfortunately has caused issues in some of my 9mm stuff. So I'm trying to blow through those too. I don't even remember where I got them at. You know, it's what I've got today, a mixed bag of it. It's actually, the stuff would actually get caught in the throat of the chamber. So, but there are factory loads, so they might be better than my original OG gangster loads that are, you know, my first. So I'm expecting to be perfect, and they were flat nose, choked up in my Streebog, my AR9s, the AKV. They just choked in everything, and I had at least 3 of them right here at my feet that didn't even want to load in this thing, but they did usually load my Glocks. So what does that tell you? Glock's hungry, gonna eat everything. So we got 2 full magazines now, and we'll try it again. Let's see what it does with a little bit of a tack load drop in here. All right, looks like she chambered. 15 round magazine first. Let's go through the Caldwell shooting supply, this chronograph that they sent me to be able to run on film to check velocities on things. So this is 115 grains, factory load. I didn't want to run my hand loads through this, so let's see what it does. It is 1,099 feet per second, and right now I bet this is because of those goofy rounds I was telling you about. We're not in full battery, so drop magazine. Yep. There it goes, it's stuck. That's what I was talking about, certain ammunition. If you can see it, this doesn't, it comes down and stops here, and then it's straight wall. And you can see, I can see anyway, you can see where this is getting stuck inside the throat of the chamber. Some handguns I have don't do that. So anyway, let's try it again. 1,081 feet per second. 1,000 on the money, and we're doing it again with, see, all right, same thing. It's very inconvenient, but I'm just trying to burn through this cheap shit that I've got just to get through it. And we'll do another one. 997 feet per second. 1,096 feet per second. So a little bit of variation there. It is 2 different kinds of ammunition, so you know. She locked open. All right, let's go back to the 100-yard range without hand loads. See if my holdover is different. Same thing. Ping. All right. This being a regular hand load is working. Not a hand load is actually working better. I'm not holding over as high on that. 1,010 feet per second. I'm holding pretty much dead nuts on that with these, so out of curiosity, let's see what my hand loads do for how fast they are. Ding, 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 ding. So, put a few more of these guys in here that don't like to load for shit and see what they do. And let's see. That's a little bit spicy. 1,116 feet per second. 1,123 feet per second. 1,133 feet per second. So my loads were actually more consistent. Drop that in there and see what it does. It's one of those regular loads. 1,091. So pretty interesting. 1,086. So I'll load up one more magazine here. And let's see. Use some more of these junky ass hand loads. So far, the take up on the initial trigger pull is not as annoying as I thought it was going to be actually shooting. It's dry firing, you definitely notice it, but the reset's not bad. The grip on the gun actually feels decent. My Glock Perfection, I actually have to grind and stipple the front and rear of my Glock grip and then undercut the trigger. And being a Gen 4, I do have to cut one of the actual, one of the finger grooves actually has to get cut off. So this right here feels good here. And somebody's on their phone talking, so let me go interrupt them. And fear of being a squib load because that round didn't eject and want to check it. Alright, we're good. These old junky ass hand loads here. (1,040 feet per second). Alright. It's doing pretty good. With good ammo, she's feeding. With some of the stuff, junky ass ammo, it's not. So I should have brought some better ammo just for peace of mind. But it is what it is. You know, ammo's getting a little bit shittier and harder to find. You already probably know it if you're like me and you shoot plenty. So as far as grip goes, this right here, this actually feels good where my finger tucks up. All right, it doesn't bother me. With my Glock, it looks like this. That right there bothers me left-handed, but I've undercut mine. So on the right side now it feels good. I get rid of this finger groove, grind and stipple front and back, and this actually feels good to me. That's what it takes for me to like a Glock. Out of the box, I like this better than the Glock. The Glock grind, stipple, undercut the trigger guard. Now it feels good. So yes, box stock, I do like the grip on this. I do have massive freaking hands. That's definitely a plus. Takedown, normal. It does have a manual safety. I'm not a fan of that, but it's such a thing I don't notice that I can ignore that. Hold over with good ammo at 100 yards. You saw me hit it. And we'll just be silly. Put a few of these in here and see if I can hit 150 yards. I'm curious. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. I've never tried to hit a 150 yard shot with a freaking handgun. So let's see here. Ding! Did you hear it? Alright, I really wasn't expecting to hit it that soon if I was going to at all. But 1,105 feet per second. Alright, she's empty. So the Taurus G3 will go 150 yards. A little bit of holdover with good factory loads. So, is your $280 handgun worth looking into? A lot of guys are telling me they love them. They're not having problems. My problems are ammo related on here, sadly. So yeah, plastic sights. So if you drop it, they do get dinged up. Mine does have a messed up sight right here from being dropped from the factory or somewhere. I'm not sure. You know, I don't care. It doesn't bother me. We'll probably end up, you know, throwing this in the safe and forgetting about it because I've just got other guns I like more. But for the budget, there you go. Check it out. See what you think. If you like it, buy one. If not, check out something else. Thanks for checking out Texas 2A video. Like, subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all next time.